All right, we have a 1976 Key Games Sprint 2. I'm sure all of you know Key Games was kind of a pseudonym for Atari. They set up another company to at least give the impression that they weren't a monopoly and that there were other competitors in the arcade space. I'm not sure why they felt that was necessary, but they were smarter than me, so I'm sure they had good reason. There's your model number, serial number tag. This one is a project. It is a little bit rough, as you can see. Monitor looks pretty dirty. The board looks pretty dirty. I'm including 2 extra Sprint 2 boards, which are also kind of dirty. But hopefully between the 3 boards, it'll give you a better shot at success in getting the game ready and working. The side art's in pretty good shape. Cabinet's nice and solid, although it looks like it did get wet on the bottom, like some of the others in this auction. Like other Atari cabinets, if they sit in an inch of water for one night, this is what happens. It soaks up into the wood and expands the wood because they were made of like a particle board. But this one's still solid. It's not like the bottom's falling out or anything, or the sides are falling off. Just a little rough on the bottom. Coin door's in pretty good shape. It's got the both coin mechs. Still got the original cash box. The wheels look to be in good shape. They could use some steel wool to get this rust off, but that'll come right off with some steel wool. I've done it many, many times. Let's see how the shifters. Gosh, that one feels smooth as butter. This one is a little more grooky, as my kids would say. But some grease, white lithium grease on that would probably smooth it up. Looks like the bezel's cracked on this one, but that's a part that somebody out there has reproduced. I'm sure it's something you could print on a 3D printer. Looks like somebody painted white on the numbers to make them stand out, which makes sense. You can't even tell that there's numbers on this. They should have probably painted that white to begin with. Bezel is in really good shape. Doesn't look all scratched up. No cigarette burns. I don't know how you'd have to try to burn this because gravity wouldn't allow you to set a cigarette on it. We're going to plug it in and see what happens, which is always exciting. That's my favorite part of this, because a lot of these I don't know what's going to happen when I plug them in. So let's do it. All right, we'll plug it in. Looks like the original cord. They used these gray cords back in the 70s. We got an interlock switch. Let's turn that off, and then we'll pull that out and see. All right, stand back. I know that doesn't look real promising, does it? I mean, the odds of this working are very, very slim. Oh, monitor isn't plugged in. Where's the monitor plug? Here it is. All right. Monitor plug doesn't reach. That's a new one. Okay, well that must mean that the monitor is probably not original. It's got a different monitor in it. Let's break that cable tie. Okay, now it'll reach. Interesting. All right, now I'm even more scared. Let's see what happens. I can hear a little humming, so it's definitely getting power. I don't see any smoke. Let's go to the front, see if we're getting raster. Oh, I hear something. The marquee lit up. Coin door's not lit. I don't see neck glow. That's not a good sign. But it could just need rejuvening. Gosh, that monitor has newer looking caps on it. Somebody capped that at some point in its life. Well, Let's see what happens if I, oh, one of the LEDs are lit here. Gas pedals feel really good on this. These are some of the best feeling gas pedals. Man, I would buy this just for the gas pedals. Well, I don't think it's going to benefit us any to leave that turned on any longer. It's not working. But there are guys out there that fix these boards. I'd say send them all 3 of these boards and just tell them, fix the best one and use parts off the others if you need it. And or maybe you know how to work on old Atari boards. You can just do it yourself. I know, like, replacing these caps is the first thing you do, and the regulator, that one's even missing, but here, replace the regulator and the caps, and clean up these edge connectors. And a lot of times that does the job. I think that's it. I don't have anything else to say about this.